Hello, friends. Shu here, and it's another Monday. Let me find my phone here. Okay. So, hello, this is Shu from Grace and Hope Consulting. Um, Hopefully, most of you who are on this page already know me, but for those who are new to me, I'm a mental health counselor, a ability consultant, and a Christian life coach. So on Mondays in July, I've been doing doing segments called Motivation Monday. So I hop on live Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and we talk for a few minutes. So 2 weeks ago, we talked about. Let me just make sure that I'm live here. 2 weeks ago, we talked about celebration. I asked you guys if you only celebrate on special occasions, and then and and then I challenge you to go and do something special for someone that you appreciate, to show them how much you care. It could be somebody in your life, no, anyone in your life, your work, family, friends, neighbors, anyone. And I hope you guys did that. And we talked about how it's important to show appreciation to people we care about, not just on a special day, but every day of the year, because they matter. If they matter to us every day, it's important to show them that we appreciate them every day and not just wait again for a special occasion. So I hope that you guys did that. So that was 2 weeks ago. Last week, um, last week we talked about. Hi Renee, thanks for joining. Just kind of reviewing some of the things been talking about the past 2 weeks. So last week we talked about self appreciation, and I asked you, do you appreciate yourself? And I had asked you if we talked about why it was important that you should love who you are. Oh no, even if you're reaching for the sky, you would appreciate who you are and stop comparing yourself and embrace your weaknesses, but also celebrate your strength. And as part of that, so I said if you were struggling to do that, that I had a course, and I did put the link there for hello there. I put a link there for those who wanted to take the course. The course is Start Loving Yourself Today. And it goes more into, when you click on the link, it shows you the modules and what it covers. But I can talk about that later. So that's what we did last week. And then today, I want to talk about putting a life on hold, or should I say, stop putting your life on hold. And some of us, and I'm going to share, for those who know me and work with me, know that I'm very transparent, because I don't sit here. Hi, Elena. Thank you for being here. Um, I don't sit here and pretend that my life is perfect, that I have it all figured out. But I share what I've learned, along the way, both professionally and personally, and in hope that you can use that knowledge and use those skills and use those tools and make it yours, so that you can achieve emotional wellness, reach your full potential and live a fulfilling life. So why is it important to stop putting your life on hold? Because some of us, and I hope this is not you, but if it's you, it's okay, because I've been there. Some of us, we wait until tomorrow to be happy. We wait until tomorrow to apply for that job. We wait until tomorrow to, start that business, to move to that town, to talk to that person, to resolve whatever issue it is, to make amends. So what happened is we kind of have this mental blockage, and it's honestly only happen, it's in our own minds, that we, whatever it is that we're waiting for, we put that in front of us as a block, that we cannot achieve X, Y, and Z unless that thing is accomplished first. And what happened is we wait days and months and years, waiting for whatever that thing is to resolve itself, or that thing to happen. And honestly, we're wasting time, because who here, all of us, who here has control over, the life? To be honest, no one. This moment is all what you got. This moment is all what I've got. Tomorrow may never be mine. I had plans, like, and then illness happened. And most of you don't know me. Like just what 8 months ago, I got up one morning. I had a scheduled procedure, and I was supposed to be home the next day. I ended up being away from home for a whole month, and from one medical facility to another. And then my life been changed upside down because of that, because I am not the same person. And it's been a challenge, but also been an opportunity to explore over things I've been putting on hold. So I don't want you to be like me. I don't want you to be like me, waiting for, a crisis to happen in order to explore things that you've been wanting to explore. And personally, so when I started my business, back 2.5 years ago, when I started Grace and Hope Consulting, I had said, yes, Alina, she said, right, exactly. We put our life on hold, and we have no control over tomorrow. I started my business with the intention, or the intention of doing a lot of things from home, doing a lot of things virtually. But because when I started, I needed to support my family and support my kids, so I took a lot of contracts, and the contracts I took were things that I enjoyed doing. So there weren't things that were outside of my business mission, if you want. They were aligned with what I want to do with my mission, with my business. But because they were contract, I had to render the services within a certain time frame, within certain location. So what it turned out to be, I was driving a lot. Sometime, just a lot. I would put it that way. There's times where I remember last summer where I had days where I would have driven maybe 200 miles in one day. Going to providing services left and right, and I enjoyed being there for the people that I was supporting, and I enjoyed every minute of the work itself. But the logistic behind it were just not working for me. But again, I needed to make ends meet. I needed to do what I needed to do to be there for my family, so I took those contracts. But what happened was, because I had to do that, I put other things on hold. All the things that I wanted to do with my business, like pursuing, doing more online coaching, that was put on hold. Doing more group counseling, virtual group counseling, that was put on hold. Doing, writing books, that was put on hold. What else? Trying to think. Oh, even creating e-courses, that was put on hold. So all those things were put on hold because I was, in my mind, I had this blockage that I had to have X, Y, and Z money, before because I needed that at that moment in order to pursue the other stuff that I had planned to do. And lo and behold, when my medical crisis happened, like I said, I went for a procedure and ended up having a stroke and ended up being in the hospital. Couldn't talk, couldn't walk. Honestly, I'm a living miracle. It's 8 months ago. Nobody knew I would be able to do what I'm doing today, sitting here talking to you, and I wasn't able to talk. I wasn't able to move the left side of my body. So anyway, so from that, I was forced to be at home. I still can't drive, right? Because I'm at home, I had to let go of a lot of the contracts that I had, pretty much all of them at first, because I couldn't fulfill those contracts. So I let go about all those contracts. I'm like, there's no way I can make these contracts work. I can't. And then I had an office where I was seeing, clients for counseling, and I was seeing clients for consulting. And just recently, when the lease ended in June, I had to let go of that too, because the office, it was on the second floor. I still can't do stairs. So all those things that I put in the way of holding, that would I was putting all my over dreams on hold because of those things. I got to the point where it was out of my control. There's nothing I could have done to make those things happen. Right? I couldn't maintain the contracts. I couldn't drive to go to all the different schools I went, all the different places I went to render services. I couldn't I couldn't keep my physical office because I can't physically get to the second floor. So I let go of all of that. And because I was forced to be at home, then guess what? Now I had time to create those courses. And there's evidence, like I shared last week, there's a course out there, Start Loving Yourself. And it's, now it's live, it's published, and people can do that, can use it. And I'm going to put a pin in here for those who wants to check it out. But in addition to that, the online programs that I've been putting on hold that I wanted to do also, because I was forced to be at home, Well, I love doing what I do, so I have time, or I had no choice but to make it happen, right? So the fact of being at home, I did my 5 week to emotional wellness, 5 steps to emotional wellness. I did 2 rounds of that. Again, did it from home. If people were able to log in one evening a week and do that. Right now, I'm doing a program for a self-esteem program for teens. Again, from home, just like I'm talking to you, I log into my computer and I'm able to provide those services, right? And those are things I wanted to do from the beginning, 2.5 years ago. But I was putting on hold because I was waiting for to have X, Y, and Z amount of dollars in my bank account before I could feel like stable enough to take that risk and you know, um, take that risk, that leap of faith to actually make all those things happen. And when I had no choice but to do it, guess what? I did it. So don't be like me, don't wait 2.5 years to live through your dreams. Don't wait 2.5 years or another crisis to happen in your life that forces you to pursue what you're called to do. And even talking about those books right now, I have 2 books. One book that's actually about to be published at the end of this month. Um, it's Finding God Through Everyday Life, and it's a devotional for women. And there's also a self-help book that's coming out in August that is it's titled The Stress Relief Method. A 6-step guide to, and I have to find it. See, with my stroke, my short-term memory is still not the best, but it's a guide to help you help you create a life of less stress. So again, all those things were things that have been inside of me all these years, just sitting there because I was waiting for all these over stuff to happen in order for me to make those things happen, and it didn't. Right? And I wasted 2.5 years, and it's not just from that example for my illness, but as a mom, I remember my kids, when my kids were younger. I still have, my youngest one is 4, but even with the 2 older ones, now thinking when the kids get older, maybe I'll still be traveling again. When my kid does this, when the kids are older, maybe I'll start my business. Honestly, I had a vision to create this business a long time ago, and it still didn't happen because I was waiting for that perfect moment. Honestly, life is not made of perfect moments. Life is just made of those unperfect moments, common moments that you choose to make perfect. Okay, so don't wait for whatever you're waiting. I don't know what it is. We're like striking of lightning or whatever it is. To do what you're called to do, what you're past. Tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow may never be yours. And for my own story, my own life, I'm like, I've wasted a lot of time, a lot of years that I could have done all the things I'm doing now, maybe 10 years ago. And I didn't because I was waiting when I was feeling healthier now. That's another thing again. I work with a lot of women who, like me, have health issues, have chronic health issues. And it's not easy. We go between doctor's appointments and we're trying to maintain jobs or businesses or writing books. And it's not easy. So I'm not taking it lightly. But here's what I've learned for myself. Well, I want to die, and I'm not saying that to scare anybody, but all of us one day one of us going to die, right? That's just, it's reality. So will I want to die one day and not have fulfilled any of the things that are inside of me? That would be, honestly, I don't want to live a life of regret, or never do I want to die in regret, right? How many people am I not able to help because I'm holding on to this perfect moment just because I'm waiting on my perfect moment to show my brilliance. And to be honest, it's kind of selfish. Maybe not intentionally, you might not see it as intentionally being selfish, but it is. Because if I wait until I'm well enough, I'll never do anything with my life. Honestly, I still having chronic health issues for a few years now. But I push for everything because I realized that I was put on this earth to do something. And the more I do what I was called to do, the happier I am, the more fulfilled I am, the more people that I'm supporting and encouraging. And the more, honestly, I feel like I'm doing my little part on this earth to make this earth a better place. That's the little difference that I'm making. It might be 2, 3 people, and that's okay. But that's my sphere of influence. And I choose to take that. I choose to use my small community, if you want to, and leave my mark. And I was listening to a video, watching a video recently that John Maxwell did about laziness. And I'm sorry if I'm going to offend anybody, but it really is sunk in for me. So he was talking about how he cannot tolerate lazy people. Really bothers him the most with lazy people. It's because instead of leaving the footprint on the sand, they leave the butt print, prints on earth. Because we all want to leave footprint. I want, if when I die, I want that, for my kid to have a legacy, of not, it's not, again, like I always say, it's not money, it's not all material stuff. A legacy to know, what's right from wrong, to know that they can make a difference with all the skills and all the abilities that God have given them. I want also like one or two people to say, oh yeah, she used her experience to help someone else, to help me. So that's my little footprint. If I keep waiting for my health problems to go away, to have enough money in my bank account, for my kids to get older and get healthier and be without any illness, honestly, nobody on earth will ever do anything. Think about the great people, who great inventors, the great people who changed history. Honestly, their lives were not easy. They didn't just do the things they did because they had nothing else to do. Some of us do the things we do because we have no choice but to do the things we have to do. Right? So don't wait. Again, I'll say it. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment you have and make it perfect. Because everything you have in you, is enough for you to do what you need to do in this season of your life. So again, don't waste your time. Don't waste your life. And I'm actually reading a book about that. It's John Piper wrote it. That's actually entitled "Don't Waste Your Life." It's a really good book. But yeah, don't waste your life. Don't waste your time. Stop putting your life on hold. You don't know what tomorrow will bring. The things that are coming your way right now might not be available to you tomorrow. I have opportunities that I missed. I'm like, oh, if I had jumped on it back then, I probably have been published. I probably had more now. But I didn't do it back then. Again, learn from my mistake. Don't do like as I did. Do what you can do with the strength that you have today, because tomorrow is never ours. Right? Enjoy your life and make the best of every moment. Every moment counts. Every moment counts. All right, so that's all I have for today. Stop putting your life on hold and enjoy your life. God bless, and I will talk to you guys again on Monday. Bye for now.